Hi, hello and welcome to my channel. Today we are talking about the best makeup from Sephora in each category. And please excuse my makeup, maybe it doesn't look the best. I've been wearing this one for about 13 hours or around that, except my lipstick. So it's been a long day, it is 9:30 p.m. but I'm very excited to film this video and to share with you some great, incredible products. Of course, I didn't test all the products from Sephora, obviously. So these are just some really good makeup and really good products. So let's start with primer. I'm gonna pop in here a picture with this one because even though these are some really great favorite products, for some categories I just like a bit of a lower priced option, and I usually repurchase a bit more from the drugstore for obvious reasons. And by the way, I will of course film this exact video idea for the drugstore as well. So let's start primer. This one I bought twice actually in the mini format, and it is the Rare Beauty Illuminating Primer. This one I finished both times in the project pan, and it is a great primer. It is a bit hydrating, but mostly glowy, and it's not greasy or something like that. It is like a shimmery, but a bit on the drier side of primers. It's very interesting and I do really enjoy it, and all foundations look great on top of it, so it is a really good one from a Rare Beauty. For foundation, this is just great. I have it in here, the Makeup Forever HD Skin. It looks incredible, very natural on the skin, and it is a medium coverage. You can't really build it to full coverage in my opinion, but medium is just, in my opinion, perfect. It doesn't emphasize any texture, it is long lasting. I really like it, and I think it is a great option from Sephora. For a concealer, I think this is no surprise at all. It is the Natasha Denona Hyglam concealer. I have this one in the project pan, and I'm pretty sure that I will repurchase it after I'm done because it is so nice. I have the shade N1, and this shade is pretty light for me right now, but it is so nice. It is a great creamy concealer, but it doesn't look cakey. It is not creasing on me. It looks just great. It wears great. It has great coverage, but it doesn't look heavy. It's great. I really love it. It is, in my opinion, the best concealer at Sephora. Next, for a powder, very easy choice. My favorite powder, the Huda Beauty Easy Bake. This one I did repurchase. I think it is my third one, and you get a pretty good quantity of it. It is expensive, but in my opinion, if you are buying it in the VIB sale, this will last you 1.5 years, even with daily usage. So it is a great powder, a good quantity, and it is so nice because it is mattifying everything, but it's not cakey. It is very thin, blurring, and really good. So I can't recommend it enough. For bronzer, I decided to pick one cream and one powder just because I do have something in these two categories, and I do enjoy the formulas. For others, I don't have something to recommend just because that type of product maybe is not favorite for me. But in the bronzer category, the Rare Beauty bronzers are always great. This is my second one, so I finished up a whole one of these and just repurchased it because it is so blendable, easy to work with, and creamy. It looks great. It is long lasting, very easy to use. You can just draw on your face, use a sponge, use a brush, blend it out. Looks always great, never patchy, is just very creamy and easy to work with. A dream product in my opinion. And similar to that, but a powder bronzer, it is this one from Fenty. I can't wait to use this one up because it is pretty light for me right now, so I'm not using it, but in the colder months I'm gonna pan this one for sure because it's a dream product. Really, it is creamy, but of course in a powder format, and it's so easy to blend. Again, never patchy. It looks great, and the shade, this one, the In the Sun #1, the lightest shade, it looks great. If you have a lighter complexion, this one is just incredible and a great shade. For blush, I wanted to recommend in the cream liquid version the Rare Beauty ones. Those are great, they are a recommendation, but I'm not using that type of product that often, and at the same time I didn't test that many products in that particular formula. So those are great, very easy to use, and I do recommend you to buy the mini ones. They are just better and most cost efficient, because to go through a whole liquid blush, it's very hard. But I want to recommend this one. I almost recommended the new Fenty blushes, but those are great, don't get me wrong, those are incredible blushes, I love them, but my heart is still here. These are the Benefit Shellie blushes, and no, the Benefit blushes, this is the shade Shellie, my bad, but this shade, it is a kind of peachy shade. It's the perfect formula, it is a dream, because it is more satiny, but you get a glow. The Fenty ones are very shimmery and not really glittery, but on that side of blushes. This is very smooth, but in a glowy way. It's not emphasizing texture, but it has a glow. So obviously don't put it right here or on your forehead. Sure, it will emphasize texture there, but if you are putting it on your cheeks, it will look dreamy. I really love this one. It's just a great blush overall. For highlighter, again, very easy, the Super Glow from Natasha Denona. It's very expensive, but it looks great. It is melting into the skin. It looks, you can build it up. It could look like a beam on your cheek, or you can diffuse it and apply a small amount, and it looks so natural. If a highlighter could be natural, this is the one, because it's just so easy to use and so just beautiful and special on the cheeks. For brows, I want to recommend this one, even though I don't have it in my collection right now, because I just prefer drugstore when it comes to brow pencil, just because they are less expensive and just great quality overall. But this one, the Rare Beauty Harmony brow pencil, it did impress me. It is great. It is creamy but not smeary whatsoever, and the shades are great. I don't remember exactly what shade I got at that time, but it was, and the spoolie is great. It's a really great brow pencil. And then of course for a brow gel, it is always this one. It's just great. I love it. I'm wearing it today, of course. It is the Fluff and Hold from Too Faced. I did repurchase this one like 6-7 times. I have a backup as well. It's just great because it is setting the brows into place, but you can apply. Right now I did apply just the smallest amount on this brow, just because I didn't powder my skin and everything, and I do have oilier skin, so a bit of my oils did move my pencil in here. Anyway, I did apply just the smallest amount on this brow, and I can do that. It is very easy and it looks great right now. So it's a great incredible brow gel. Next, for eyeshadow primer, I'm gonna recommend this one. It is the Natasha Denona one. It is the best one in my opinion from Sephora. My favorite eyeshadow primer though, it is from Sigma. In my country, Sigma is not in Sephora. Maybe in the US it is, I'm not pretty sure, but the Natasha Denona eyeshadow primer, it's great. It is covering your veins and everything on your lids. It is long lasting. It's not, you can apply a small amount and it will look great. I loved it. It is great. For palettes, I'm gonna show you 3 palettes that are my favorites from Sephora, but in general I do recommend, of course, Natasha Denona for eyeshadows and ABH. So I wanted to show you these 3. We have the Nouveau, a great neutral palette with a twist. It is incredible great. The formula is very blendable and buildable. Then I have the mini retro from Natasha Denona. I always take this one traveling with me, and these minis from Natasha Denona are great quality and a great size. And as well, I have in here the Yucca palette from Natasha Denona. I really like this palette because the color story is great. I love green, and at the same time the formulas in here are unique. You have different options. You have cream to powders, normal powders, very pigmented shimmers, a bit more diffuse shimmers, and just a great formula overall. So these are the two brands that I do recommend. For mascara, I do have the Rare Beauty one, and now I'm realizing that I have a lot of favorites from Rare Beauty. Actually, I love this one. It's a great mascara. I bought it, I think, twice, and then I got it maybe twice from some gifts and stuff. I love it. It is great. It is volumizing, a really black color, and a great mascara. It is separating, lengthening, but mostly volumizing. I just love it. It is great. And then we have lips. For a lip liner, I was thinking, what should I pick? Because again, my favorites are from the drugstore. I do love some from Sephora. They are great, but the drugstore still, it's doing better. But even though it is very expensive for a lip liner, the Natasha Denona lip liner is my favorite from Sephora, and it's lovely. It is a creamy lip pencil, but it's not smeary. It stays in place, and the shades are just beautiful. I had the shade Ilona, and I used it up. It was a dream. I loved it. So it is a great lip liner. If you want something from Sephora, that one is the one. For a lipstick, I almost picked the Huda Beauty liquid lipsticks. So let's put them in here just because they are great. But this one is the real favorite, and I'm gonna mention it even though it's not in Romania, in Sephora, which is extremely annoying. But I think all the other Sephoras in this world have Charlotte Tilbury in them. So yeah, we are still waiting here in Romania, but this is the best. This is of course the Pillow Talk, and I have in here the matte formula. I'm gonna put it down below. It's the best lipstick, hands down the best lipstick. It's just creamy but not smeary, wears great, is so flattering on so many skin tones, and I have it in the project pen. I love it. It's just incredible. And lastly, for a lip gloss, this is my favorite. This is from Natasha Denona. It is the My Dream lip gloss, and first of all, the packaging is stunning, matches the packaging of the My Dream eyeshadow palette, and it's just lovely. It is like a nude shade, but it looks great, and I'm sure that it looks great on multiple skin tones. It's just a bit more, with a bit more substance. It has a color, and it's just glossy. It is beautiful on the lips. I absolutely love it. So this is my favorite lip gloss. So this was everything. I hope this video was helpful, and if you liked it and you want to see more from me, please subscribe and give it a like, and I will see you next time.